I just started a 30-day Amazon KDP challenge and I've never written a book before. So the first thing that I need to do is research niches that actually make sense. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact research framework that I'm using, and it's a 3-step process that you can use too. My name is Matthew. I build businesses in public so you can see what actually works and what doesn't. So you can learn as it happens. So the first step in my research plan is to go to my favorite place, ChatGPT. So if you don't know, ChatGPT can help you brainstorm ideas fast. It's a great way to explore options in minutes, not hours. But even when it sounds confident, you shouldn't always trust it. That's why I like to use it as a great starting point, not the final answer. All right, let's head over to ChatGPT. All right, let's start a new chat and let's put something like, please generate book ideas I can make and sell on Amazon KDP. Focus on niches that are not crowded but still have steady search traffic. Give me a short list and explain why each idea might work. All right, let's see what it comes up with. It looks like it's still going. Don't need that. HOA and community living organizer, medical appointment logbook, small claims court planner, case organizer. These all seem pretty good. Now I need to see if any of these ideas are actually worth going after. That's where BookBolt comes in. All right, so now we're at BookBolt. So if you guys don't know, BookBolt lets me see what kinds of books already exist, how many there are, and how competitive things look. That's what we care about right now. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is scroll over to the left where it says keyword search, click on it. And the idea here is we're taking everything we get from ChatGPT and we're just going to plug it into BookBolt keyword search. And we're just going to check everything that it spits out and see if there's anything that we can work with. As you'll see, there are 2 tables listed below. The one on the left is for Amazon keywords and the one on the right is for Google keywords. We are interested in Amazon keywords. So let's plug in one of the ideas we got from ChatGPT. So I think the first one was HOA. Let's see what we get. Okay. So as you'll notice here, there are 2 columns. There's the keyword column here, and that's the actual keyword. Then there's the search volume column. So what that does is it sorts things by the actual keyword and related keywords that we're looking for, and how much monthly traffic that each is getting. There's also 4 icons here that you guys can explore, but the main one that we want to look at is the More Details tab. So what this does is it shows us the competition score, which is represented by a letter, A through F, while A is being the least competitive and F being it's highly saturated. There's tons of competition. So we're looking for the winners with A in the A category. Also, what BookBolt does is it has an estimated monthly sales volume, or what kind of sales you can expect to get every month. So don't worry about this one too much, because if the traffic's there, all we need to focus on is converting. So now that we got that, let's see what we have here. All right. So the first one that looks pretty interesting is the HOA violation ticket book. So it has about roughly 20,000 searches per month. And it's in the A category, so that's fantastic. So that's something we need to keep in mind as we're going through. Let's keep going. I see a handbook, also in the A category. And as we keep going, oh, look at this, HOA board book. That one has 15,000, also in the A category. I feel like all these are in the A category, so whatever we do with HOA, I think we'll have a good shot at getting a sale. To fund the HOA. Okay. Let's keep going just to see what there is. I like to go through all of the possible pages because you never know what you're going to find. And ideally what we'll be doing with these later on is we'll go ahead and start plugging these in once we start doing our actual upload into Amazon KDP. We'll take those keywords that BookBolt spits out and then we'll go ahead and just run with them. HOA meeting minutes, that's 10,000 searches a month, also in the A category. So I don't think we need to keep going. I think HOA is probably going to be a winner. I think we're going to go with that as we're making our book. So even though we think that HOA is going to be our winning topic for the book we're going to make. We still want to do one more final validation check, and we want to go to Amazon itself. All right, so now we're on Amazon. So what we're doing here is we're going to plug in the ideas we got from ChatGPT and from BookBolt, and we're just going to do one final validation. So we're just going to check the check. Let's go to the search bar, type in one of the keywords we got. We'll do HOA book. Great. So as you can see right below our search term, there's HOA book and there's all these other variations of it. So if there's enough searches on Amazon, they'll suggest what it is. So that's what we're looking for. We're validating that there's enough traffic for Amazon to suggest that particular keyword. So now we have HOA management book, which just so happened to be one of the keywords that we found in BookBolt. So let's click on that. So as you can see here, these look like written books, and that's not what we're trying to go for. So in this 30-day challenge that I'm doing, we want to try to make our first sale as quick as possible. And for us to write a book, it's going to take us way too long during that time frame. So we're probably going to skip this, and let's do another keyword. We'll do HOA board. Oh, look, perfect. So HOA board notebook. That's something that we're looking to do. And let's explore what we see. Okay, so these are just boards. That's kind of plain. These are sponsored, and they're not really targeting HOA. So it's just a general notebook. And these ones are all the same, just different colors. And they're all from the same author. Same thing here. Meeting notes. These are just generalized notebooks. So I don't see any for HOA that are just targeted for HOA. And this is good. So one of the things that we're looking for as we're going through and doing our Amazon keyword search is we're looking at this, the amount of pages. So we want to try to get as close as we can to the first page, because majority of Amazon shoppers, they don't go past the first page, maybe the second page, but especially when we publish a new book, we're not going to be the top search result because we don't have that authority. So what we want to do is we want to find something that's a great keyword for us to break into where we're guaranteed to be on that first page. So this is good though. There's nothing for HOA, so we could probably dominate that. And there's only 3 pages, so that's fantastic. So let's try another. Let's do HOA board member. Oh, notebook. Perfect. HOA board member notebook. All right, so this is the same thing. As you can see, what we're doing is if you look at our search bar here, we're getting longer. This is what's called the long tail search, and that's what we're trying to do. See all these variations here? That's all the things that we want. We want to rank 1 for all of these categories if we can. So let's explore what this is. This is the first one. So when we're doing competitor analysis, what we're really trying to do here is scope out the products that are already selling. So this was the #1 product that it spat out with Amazon. So as you can see, this kind of looks plain. It's just a plain cover, which is fine. I'm not sure I like the cover if I was looking for it, so that's something I would want to fix. The description's kind of small, but it looks all right. Board of directors, district managers, community association managers. HOA right there. So the HOA is in the description, but it's not on the actual book. So I think that's something we can actually do for us. And this was published in 2023. Okay, and it's about 99 pages. So that tells me it's probably a blank notebook. So again, people are just doing journals. All right, so when we look at the BSR, rank is right here. So what you'll hear from some of the Amazon KDP gurus is you need to find a book that's within the top 100,000 of the BSR, the bestsellers rank. And yeah, that would be ideal if you can. And I'm sure there's a ton of books that you could probably explore to do that. And that's probably your most guaranteed way to make money. But it's incredibly difficult to break into. So this is fairly high. Out of the millions of books that are on Amazon, this is within the top 2 million. And that's just a basic book. So I imagine if we were to go ahead and make it more targeted for HOA, we could definitely do and perform better than this guy is doing right now. But here's the other thing that we're doing. We're doing our competitor analysis. We're looking at the reviews. So what we're interested in is looking at the 1, 2, and 3-star reviews. This one has none, so we can't really do it. But essentially what we'd be doing is taking a look at the lower starred reviews and we would be researching, okay, things that don't make this book great, things that the customers wish were in this particular book. And all that data, we're just going to gather it together, and then we're just going to keep that in the back of our mind as we're going in and we're making our own books. So that way, as we are doing our research, we're looking at this thing like, okay, so this is what is out there on Amazon already, but this is what they want to see with this kind of product. And we're going to try and match. That's all we're doing. Product market fit. We're trying to match the ideas that the customers really want, and we're just trying to give it to them. And that's all we're doing. So that's how we're going to upstage our competition. We're going to give the customers what they want. We're going to try and come down to a lower price point, and we're just going to start making sales. That's the goal. All right, so this one's, we'll go ahead and go back and look at the other ones. So these are all done by the same author. So I'd imagine that there's no variation except for the cover. It's, look at it, 100 page. It's the exact same thing. All right, so this one's different, but this one's a gift, and it's a blank notebook journal. And that could work. I mean, that's definitely something we should keep in the back of our mind, but I'm thinking more along the lines we do something like a logbook or something towards meetings, like the meeting minutes. We do that, like an actual functional like notebook, rather than just a blank notebook that anyone can just buy. Because if they wanted a blank notebook, they could just purchase a cheaper notebook that has more pages, and they can use it for whatever they want. But if they want something highly personalized, we should try to kind of match that. That's what I'm thinking we should do. So we'll go ahead and skip all these because these are all the same. And now we have something funny, some humor stuff, and wow. So this one doesn't even have more than one page. That's crazy. I've never seen this. So if we were to make something for this keyword right now, HOA board member notebook, we are guaranteed to be on the first page. Like that's just wild to me. So I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and take that idea and we're going to run with it. So that's how I do the research, and that's what I'm going to be using in the book I'm about to make. But I'm curious. If you have a better way of doing it, definitely let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to share that with everyone so we can get better at this together. And if you're curious about how that book turned out, watch this video.